want to know how to trade news should come. And guys, please, I'm asking, let's increase the subscribers, right? And I dropped the free mentorship on Go, right? It's sitting on 1K views 2 days ago. Please support, guys, right? Because these things I'm giving you, right, they are free and they are working. I don't just post, right? So today I made this video just for us to talk about CPI, right? What is today's date? Today is the 13th of May, right? Right, 13th of May 2025. Speaking the best, right? So first thing we should do, let's watch the chart first before we go to economic calendar, right? Right. So nice. So by watching these charts, right, let's look at what's happening, right? We had this level, right, as our resistance, touched it, went to the downside. We had this level, right? The market passed it, right? After that, we have this level here, right, where my aim is for this market to come here, but no problem, right? What is the overall trend? Here is our overall trend, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Fine. So if this market comes here, right, and it does not close above this level, it closes below this level, we'll consider going to the downside. Speak it the best, speak it the Rory, but no problem. Let's continue, right? Speaking of CPI, right? So we have core CPI, right? Let's look at the forecast. We focus on the forecast, right? And the previous. So our forecast on core CPI, it's more than the previous. What is core CPI? Let's enter here so that we can know what they mean by core CPI, right? Right. So we're gonna have to read here for us to understand what's core CPI. So the core consumer price index, CPI means consumer price index, measures the changes in the price of goods and services, excluding food and energy. Excluding what? Food and energy. Right. The CPI measures the price change from the perspective of the consumer. From the what? Perspective of the consumer. It is a key way to measure changes in purchasing trends and inflation. Okay. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive bullish for USD. Let's go check the reading. You see, our reading is higher than previous. I'm teaching you things that are too sensitive. A higher than expected reading should be taken as positive bullish for the USD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for USD, right? Negative for USD. So what do we have? We have a higher than, in fact, our reading is higher than our previous, right? Meaning what? Positive for what? For USD. Does this correspond with our chart? Yes, because here we're in lot of cells. You understand what I'm saying? And they are saying USD will have what? Enough power by 2:30 South African time during CPI. Let's continue. So we cook this, right? Right. So we're on this one, right? Let's look at the forecast. The forecast is bigger than the previous. Since our forecast is bigger than the previous, what's happening? Look at this. And when the forecast is bigger than the previous, what does that mean? What does that mean? It means that when we have a bigger reading than our previous, it means we will have a strong dollar. That's why we will be selling CPI today, right? Our only one problem is this one. Why? Because they are both equal. But I would like us to do homework and go to the old one, right? In fact, no need to go to the old one. Let's just open it like this so that it can make more sense, right? Right, you will see what I'm talking about. Yo, the boy is sick, but no problem. So This is the old one, right? So, okay, I want to see the greater the change. If it has a big change, means it has a big impact. But according to the way I see, from 28 to 24, right? From 30 to 28 to 2.8, from 2.8 to 2.4, 2.4, 2.4, right? So it might be lower. I mean, it might be higher than what our reading, right? So I'm trying to come out with this one because the forecast is equal to previous, but that does not change our what? Does not change our direction of selling, right? Right. Let me take this call to silence. Sure, boy. Sure. So it's still the same thing. Let's look at this. It says that the consumer price index measures the change in the price of goods and services. From the perspective of consumer, it is a key way to measure changes in purchasing trends and inflation. You see what I'm talking about? A higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish. So, according to our graph, the way it is so beautiful, let's look at our graph. Very beautiful. This is gold, right? Very. It's in a bearish momentum, or I could say, or not momentum. I wanted the right word. But you understand what I'm saying? The trend is bearish. I made a mistake. The trend is bearish, and our what? Our CPI tells us of going bearish. Meaning today we will be doing what? Meaning today we'll be selling gold, right? We will be buying. Let me write them here. Sell gold, right? After selling gold, we buy what? Buy USD JPY, right? Sell. Okay, this is not sell, right? It's sell Euro USD. Simple. That's my signals for today, right? And if you, what is that? If you made it to this point of the video at the end, thank you very much. Please support our YouTube channel and let's cook this, right? In fact, let's make this money, right? Speaking the best, the Rory. Thank you very much for your support in advance. Thank you, guys. Thank you.